Why does life always go wrong? One of the deepest dilemmas of modern man is the loss of meaning in life and its transformation into a purposeless cycle. Going to work every morning, earning money, getting through the day, and returning to the same routine the next day. So, is life really that mechanical and mundane? In an age where grand ideals, religions, and social narratives have lost their influence, all that remains is an automatic cycle of life. The story of Mordecai and Rigby in the animated series Regular Show is like a small model of this cycle. These two friends, working in a park in their 20s, constantly look for ways to escape work. But at the end of the day, they have to return to work, because the system swallows them up every time. So why do we always return to the things we escape from? Because even if we think we are free, we are forced to be part of that wheel in order to survive. At this point, Regular Show transforms from a comedy into a tragedy that describes the existential predicament of modern man. Mordecai and Rigby's escape from responsibility is actually a reflection of the emptiness felt by individuals in our era in their own working lives. Let's recall Zygmunt Bauman's concept of liquid modernity. According to Bauman, modern humans cannot establish a permanent identity. Everything is temporary: jobs, friendships, even goals. Mordecai and Rigby are also tossed about in this transience. They cannot find meaning in either their work or their relationships. The park is actually a stage where they play their short-lived roles. Whenever they plan something, things always go wrong. But why? If something can go wrong, it will. This famous statement from Murphy's Law best sums up the ironic side of life. Almost every episode of the series deals with this theme. Mordecai and Rigby can never manage to make plans, because every plan ultimately turns into a disaster. They want to play a game, but the game turns into a nightmare. They tell a small lie. It triggers a massive chain reaction. Chaos constantly finds them. Is the universe really against us? No, the universe is neutral, but our brains tend to magnify negativity. Murphy's Law takes its name from engineer Edward Murphy in the 1940s. A few incorrectly connected sensors caused the entire experiment to fail. He said, "Anything that can go wrong will go wrong." This phrase, born from a simple experiment, eventually became a philosophy of life. Evolutionarily, the human brain is programmed to register danger, mistakes, and setbacks. Because for our ancestors, a bad event, hunger, attack, or danger was a matter of survival. That's why we perceive positive things as ordinary and negative things as critical. That's why we don't notice when things are going well. But at the slightest setback, we think everything always goes wrong. Yet that setback can sometimes be a warning signal that prevents us from making the wrong decision. Every failure in Regular Show actually reminds us of this truth. Life doesn't go smoothly. Chaos is a natural part of life. Murphy's Laws show us not only bad luck, but also the tension between humanity's quest for order and the inevitability of chaos. Life is unpredictable. No matter how much we plan, the universe follows its own rhythm. The characters in Regular Show are aware of this. After every disaster, they start over. This is a kind of wisdom. It's not about isolating yourself from disaster, but learning to live with it. Setbacks are inevitable in life. However, every setback creates a new possibility, a new path. Murphy's Law can be seen not as a pessimistic law, but as a tool for creative awareness. The story of Mordecai and Rigby illustrates that failures should transform us rather than stop us. The modern person's mistake is believing that everything should go perfectly. Yet our answer is simple. Life is already upside down. The point is not to fight it, but to adapt to its rhythm.